This fireplace, yeah, it has zero personality. It's dull and it's boring, but give me a little time, a little creativity, and a lot of vision, and I'll turn this into a statement piece that this room deserves. Let's transform this fireplace together. Hi guys, I am going to be giving this stone fireplace a very pretty facelift. I want to be resurfacing this mantle. I don't know if it's like real wood, but it looks like there's a laminate type of texture over it. So I plan on doing like a faux wood look to it just so I don't have to replace it. We're also going to be painting the tile on the floor that surrounds this fireplace. It's clearly an older tile. It has like brown and gray, kind of like the fireplace. So all this just looks so like dark and it's not doing much for me. So I'm going to be painting that as well to give it a new look. But the first step is we need to get this TV down. I'm enlisting my husband to do that so I don't have to. In just a few minutes, hubby was able to get this TV off of the fireplace wall, and I was able to move on to cleaning the fireplace area so that I can get this project started. Once the TV was removed from the fireplace area, I started cleaning by sweeping the floors. I scrubbed all of the stone down on the fireplace and used a vacuum to get any dust or debris that may be flying around in the air. I definitely made sure to wear a mask because I did not want to be breathing in any of the nasties flying around. There was a lot of debris coming off of the stone. I took my time trying to make sure that I can get every little corner, every little section of this fireplace. And then once I dry brushed everything, I also went in to this area of the fireplace and I scrubbed using some soapy water and a really coarse bristle brush to try to get any like stains or dirt out. And it seemed to be effective to a degree, but you'll see soon that I actually needed to go over this again with some TSP cleaner. I also used the soapy water and the bristle brush to scrub all of the tile flooring, and then I used this really cool squeegee like broom situation that helped me to get all the water up. I'm just going to be putting down some painter's tape to make sure that I cover up this gold trim. Okay, so I also still have these like spots here on these like stone pieces. So I'm gonna use a degreaser and see if that helps to get them up. Just because they're very stubborn. And my initial plan was not to paint these. I was only gonna paint the tiles down here on the floor, but if I can't get these stains up, then I will paint this. Maybe I can lime wash it. I just wanted it kind of be a contrast, so maybe I will paint it. I don't know. We're gonna see if this will come out with a degreaser. Now that we have the floors all prepped and ready to go, I have my Rust-Oleum Home floor coating paint here. The kit comes with a base coat and then a top coat to seal everything up and protect it. Well, it says 6 hours before you can apply the top coat, 24 hours for foot traffic. I didn't think that through because now I'm like, wait, 24 hours means I can't really work on this for full 24 hours tomorrow, because then I'd have to stand on this flooring. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our base coat. I chose the color black and I got it in a matte finish because I think that's just really gonna help it to have a great contrast without it being like super shiny or like standing out a little too much. And I am gonna have to paint the flooring by the back door because I do have that tiled as well. I don't even know how to get this top off. This? How is anyone supposed to get this off? I don't understand. Okay. Wow, that's intense. At least we know it wasn't gonna spill in the box. Okay, I should set my timer so I know when I can recoat. It's now 5 o'clock, so I can't recoat until like midnight, or I can't do a top coat until midnight. Let's do... Once I was done wrestling with the paint can, I used this angle brush to get all the edges painted on the tile flooring before I was able to roll it out with my roller. I felt like this roller was the perfect size. Initially, I was thinking it might be too small because it was only 6 inches, but it allowed me to really get good coverage on each tile before moving on to another section, and that way nothing dried unevenly or weird. So it was really a good tool for me to use for this project. I also use the angle brush to get into the grout lines of each tile before rolling out the surface of the tile, and that really helped to ensure that the product was evenly spread throughout. And of course, you guys know whenever there's paint out, my design consultant is right around the corner ready to pitch in. And that is exactly what she did. As I let the paint dry on the tiles, it was definitely a trust the process moment, but you guys will see in the end that it ended up turning out really great. Before I get into finishing up this mantle, I want to show you guys the tools that I've been using for this entire transformation, because honestly, they've made a huge difference. This part of the video is sponsored by Rolling Dog, and if you've been watching my projects, then you already know that I'm very particular about tools, especially when it comes to getting a clean and professional finish. So for this makeover, I've been using several of Rolling Dog's paint and prep tools, starting with this deck stain brush set. These deck stain brushes are so versatile and can be used for many different surfaces, whether you need to stain a fence or deck or something a little more outside the box like giving your furniture or mantle a faux wood finish. I've been using a smaller roller like the 6-inch long paint roller paired with their 6-inch high density foam roller covers, which are perfect for getting a nice smooth finish. Then for actually applying paint to the tile flooring, I've been switching between roller covers depending on the product. I found that their microfiber roller is really great for getting the base coat on the tiles, whereas the foam rollers worked really well with the consistency of the top coat to seal everything in. And then for detail work and edges, I used the 2-inch short handle angled wooden paintbrush, and I just love how soft the bristles are and how easily the paint can be applied using this brush. These smaller tools really help you get into those tight spots without making a mess. Rolling Dog even supplied me with their premium paint drop cloths to help me protect all of the hard work that I did on the tile flooring while I was working on the mantle. Overall, what I like is that everything works together. It's not like you're piecing together random tools. You can create your own full system, and it just makes the whole process that much smoother. So if you're planning any kind of painting project, especially something like a fireplace makeover, I'll have all of these linked down below for you guys to check it out. And if you use my exclusive code on the screen, you'll get a special discount. Now let's get back into finishing this transformation. Right before the break of dawn, I was up early first thing in the morning to get the second coat of paint on these tiles. I was just scared. And it's 5 a.m. currently. I'm doing the second coat while my daughter's sleeping so that I can get some stuff done. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I put down 2 coats of paint on the floor tiles surrounding this fireplace. I also painted the floor tiles. It's like a little landing pad that we have by our back door in this den area. So I also painted those to match. I love it. I think it looks really good. It came out really, really nice. Like, I think the finish looks really good. At first, when it was drying, I was really nervous because I'm like, why does it look gray? But it definitely looks matte black. Gives it a modern, like almost like a slate tile feel, which is what I was going for. The only thing I'm worried about is how much of a contrast it's going to be once I lime wash the fireplace. I think it looks so good on its own, but when I think about the other elements, I'm really nervous about this color. I know for sure I did not want to paint the tiles white. I just feel like that's just not going to look good. And I was debating between this black color and like a charcoal gray, but I just kind of wanted to go for the black to kind of incorporate the black elements in the other areas of our house so that everything feels cohesive as you like navigate through our home. With that being said, we are just going to trust the process and keep moving. So yeah, let's get the top coat on and then I'll come back and we'll do the mantle. This is like so hard to... There we go. I'm just gonna shake it up. Let's get this thing on. I don't love how it looks right now, but like I said, the people said that it goes on a little suspicious. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Just a little bit. I was getting a little nervous when applying the top coat to the floors because it was leaving a milky white appearance. But when I was doing my research on this product before purchasing it, a lot of the reviewers were saying that this was common and that once it dried, if you applied everything evenly, it would dry with no issues. And I definitely found that to be true. So it was definitely relieving once everything dried and turned out really well. Okay guys, it's the next day and we finished painting the tiles on the floor. Now we're gonna pay attention to this mantle. I'm not really sure what material this mantle is. I don't think it's real wood. It feels pretty hollow, like it sounds hollow. Whatever paint or like finish that's on here, it just looks like they try to do some sort of like faux granite or marble that really, it just looks really fake. And I am actually gonna do a faux wood finish on this mantle because I don't want to have to go through the trouble of taking it off and then building out a whole new wood mantle and all of that. But I do want the wood look and I want to bring some warmth in here, especially because I'm going to be whitewashing the fireplace. With that being said, we are going to be doing the Pottery Barn Sausalito faux wood finish. In order to prep the mantle, I vacuumed it down and then wiped it all with a degreaser just to make sure that there was no remaining residue on the surface of the mantle. That looks so gross. Ugh. This is why we wipe our surfaces before we paint, because that looks so gross. So now that I have the mantle all cleaned up, I have this premium drop cloth that Rolling Dog Tools sent me. I'm going to be using it to protect the hearth and the tiles and make sure that no paint spills, because you never know. Sometimes I'm clumsy, guys, so we got to be extra careful. Once the mantle was all cleaned up, I prepped the area by protecting all of the surrounding stone on my fireplace. I used this painter's plastic to keep everything covered so that way if anything spilled or splattered, it wouldn't mess up my stone. There we go. use this Zinsser 123 primer to prime the surface of my mantle. That way the base paint and glaze would have something to stick to really well, and that it would be long lasting. I'm much like my design consultant because you guys know anytime I get to paint during a project, I just feel like it's so relaxing and therapeutic, and I really do look forward to it. So this was just one of those steps that was really very chill for me. Okay guys, so I have the mantle all primed and ready for paint. We're gonna go ahead and get some paint on. I will say that you guys like are gonna really go hard for this, but there's some areas that I feel like I need to sand or also fill, because like there are a couple little holes. I don't know, I'm assuming they used to like hang stuff on here for like Christmas or something, and so there are a couple holes that I would love to fill. And you guys know I always say like you gotta do things the right way, but I really want to get this done, so I don't know what to do. I mean, I know what I should do, I just don't want to do it. Does that make sense? So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and fill them. I think I should do that. I'm not gonna lie guys, sometimes it's really tempting to just shortcut and skip over steps, especially when you just want to get something done, but I'm gonna do it the right way so that I don't regret it in the end. I need to sand some areas down that I feel had some texture on there before, and then I'm gonna have to reprime those areas. I also am going to use some spackle to fill these little holes that I'm pretty sure are from like people decorating like for Christmas or something. So I'm going to spackle those holes so that when I do finish this project, it does look really good. So a little more effort and time, but it's all for a reason. You guys know I'm always preaching about paying attention to details, and this step was really what that was all about. Although I was really tired and I just wanted to get the project over with, and I was really tempted not to do this, I knew in the end that I would regret it if I didn't, and so this honestly did not take that much more effort, and I'm happy that I did do this step. I have my color, my base coat here. For this base coat, I used some sample paint that I had laying around from previous projects, and it ended up being the exact color that I needed. This was the color Accessible Beige, and I used this as my base coat that would go under the glaze, and this ended up working out just fine for this project. I know this is like probably a little crazy what I'm about to do, but I'm just gonna pour a little bit of paint on the surface and then roll it out with my little roller that I have. Call me insane, but this still works, so. I got paint on my shoes. I should have known better than to even have these on. Okay guys, so I got the base coat of paint on. Now we're gonna get to the glaze part, and I'm gonna be using this Rolling Dog Tools 3-inch deck stain brush, and that's what's gonna help me to get that faux wood finish on here. I'm gonna use this in conjunction with my little like toy brush, and that's gonna help me get like those wood grain. I'm using the Rust-Oleum decorative glaze in the color Java Brown. I ended up using this deck stain brush to apply the glaze over the base coat on the mantle, and it was literally the perfect tool that I needed to get that faux wood grain finish on the surface. I especially loved how smooth the bristles were on this thing. I honestly expected it to be a lot more coarse, but surprisingly it was a very soft brush. To take everything one step further, I used this little toy broom that I got from the Dollar Tree in order to deepen those faux wood like strokes on the surface, and this really made everything pop that much more and was really the main character in getting that Pottery Barn Sausalito look. So this is what it looks like with one coat. I kind of want to do two and see like if it can get any darker. I finished the first coat of glaze on this mantle. I think it looks really, really good, but I envisioned it being a lot darker. And I think the real issue here is my base coat of paint was a lot lighter than it probably should have been based on the color that I was really going for. I still like it, it's just not initially what I envisioned, but I think I'm just gonna work with it. So what I'm thinking of doing is just doing one additional coat of glaze and see if that makes any difference in the appearance of the color. It almost has like a grayish, like aged wood look, which is still really nice. It's just that I was really looking for a deeper, like chocolatey brown almost. It's been a couple days. I definitely let this cure and like dry and all that for a while, so I think it looks good now, but let's get to it. This is more of that chocolate brown that I wanted. When applying the second coat of glaze on the mantle, I followed the same exact steps that I used the first time around, and I really think that this made all the difference in getting the result that I wanted, because it went from that aged grayish look to a more neutral brown color that really worked a lot better in this space. That looks so much better. That's literally what I was going for, this color. Like, look at this and then look at that. Like, that looks too gray, you know? It's already gray enough in here with the stone. If you didn't per se like the look of like whitewashing your fireplace and you had a similar setup where you just needed a refresh, like doing this to your mantle, 10 out of 10 recommend. After a little dry brushing ASMR, I went ahead and removed all of the painter's tape and painter's plastic from the mantle after everything dried really well. And that was it. This is the reveal of the mantle and the tile flooring that we redid to give this fireplace area a little refresh. And I am so excited because I think that it turned out really, really well. The final results speak for themselves, and I can't wait to show you guys the next part of this fireplace makeover in the final episode. And if you got this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much. If you haven't already, please like this video, leave a friendly comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and be blessed.